Hey everyone, I'm not doing some stupid hook the viewer in 60 seconds intro for the start of this video, and man does it feel good to not care about that. I have been in a state where I don't know what to do with my channel. I have tried many different things, different editing styles, different videos, different scripting techniques. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the process of trying new things. But I constantly find myself being in a state where I don't know how to balance the creative side of me and expressing myself while also managing the side that tries to focus too much on views, likes, and how to grow this channel. All of the things that I really have no control over. I question myself when I look at my videos and I think, am I doing this for views? Or am I doing this because I wanted to make this video? I want to talk about what I want to talk about, which is my journey in creating this channel and what the future of this channel may mean for me. So first, in order to find out how this channel started, we gotta find out how I started watching YouTube. That takes me back to my childhood, where I grew up watching all of the cool YouTubers like Sunday, Scott Does Minecraft, KSI, Blasphemous HD. These are some of the people who had really big influence on me and would make me laugh in days of school where I would be bullied and I would just want to come home and not talk to anybody. I knew that no matter what I went through at school, I could come home and know that I had a guaranteed laugh or guaranteed enjoyment ahead of me with a new YouTube upload. And as I grew up, I was inspired by that. I wanted to invoke those same emotions that they instilled within the young version of me. Over time, I did what everybody does. I made a lot of excuses for myself. I thought, oh, I don't have a PC, so I can't upload anything. But then I got a PC for pretty cheap, actually. And then I thought, well, I may have a PC, but I don't know how to edit. And editing software costs money. I don't want to pay Adobe $20, $40, $100 a month. I don't have that kind of money. I'm broke. Then I found DaVinci Resolve. And I watched way too many videos on how to edit. And now I had a basic level of editing skills under my belt. And then after that, I thought, I don't know anything about the algorithm. I don't know how I should edit my video, how I should storytell the right way, how to make the best thumbnails. One day I eventually decided, you know what? I'm just gonna make what I wanna make. I don't really care if it gets views. I don't really care what happens with the video. I just wanna make something because I have the urge to create. And that led to, even though it's not my first technical video, me uploading a clip of Carnage Scissors is technically my first video because Carnage Scissors was the funniest thing on the planet to me. But what I would consider my actual first video is my Rainbow Six Siege video. And it's just a montage of me being terrible at Rainbow Six Siege, and looking back on it, some ways, I mean, Ubisoft, geez man, they really were cooking but also not cooking at the same time when they made Siege. And at the end of the video, I just threw in some stupid meme montage at the end because I found it so hilarious that I could just throw green screen effects on the screen and they would just show up but still have the gameplay. This was like revolutionary for me, and I had so much fun. And I look back at the video and that video got no views. I'm so proud of that video because when I made it, I wasn't thinking about how many views that I would get. I wasn't thinking about how it would grow my channel or how to get people to comment on it. I just was sitting in my college dorm and thinking to myself, this is the stupidest thing that I've ever created, and yet I am happy doing it. And I uploaded it, just so it could be on the internet. And I didn't really think much about doing YouTube after that. I took a little bit of a break, you know, COVID and everything that comes with that, obviously. But eventually, I came around back to wanting to make videos, and it was around when KFC had that big KFC console commercial came out. And I was like, this is the craziest thing I've seen. I love fried chicken and I love video games. Like, this could be awesome. And looking back, I mean, that console still has yet to be released, so I now see that it was just some big marketing campaign, which is interesting. I don't know what they were trying to achieve. That's what I wanted to upload at the time. And I enjoyed making that video. The video was a lot of fun to just script and say my thoughts and edit it, even though it wasn't really that hard to edit. But I was just talking into the mic, and my mic was pretty bad back then, and still is in certain ways, but it was just relieving. I wanted to say something, I said it, edited it, and put it on the internet. And we move on to my favorite arc of my channel so far, which was when Persona finally put their music on Spotify. I was thinking, the commentary stuff was cool, but I am in love with this Persona music, and I thought back to that original Rainbow Six Siege video, and I thought, I just want to make a video with a bunch of stupid edits for the Persona music that I love. I know I might have said that the Siege video was my favorite, but I forgot about this one. I think this is hands down my favorite video that I have edited specifically. I don't know if I could say that it is my favorite video overall, but specifically for videos I've edited, I remember I was dying laughing making that video, and it was so much fun to make. And it took me forever, geez, don't even get me started about how I had to think of the ideas. And it's very interesting when you have to edit, but you don't really have that much of an editing knowledge, so you gotta think of something, visualize it, and then research kind of how to make it, but look at tutorials. It was a nightmare. That video was, I think, the first video that really got some traction. I think now I was looking at the stats, it has 177 views and 15 likes. And I was just happy that people enjoyed the video too. Even though 15 people liked it, I was thinking, holy shit, strangers were looking at this video that I made and they enjoyed it so much that they clicked the like button. I was so appreciative of that. It felt great. It was awesome to make people feel the way that I felt when I was back in high school when I watched YouTube. But I think that this was a big turning point. Not the major turning point, but I think it was the seed being planted of, oh wow, I actually can do this and people can see it and like what I do. That video led me to probably my most consistent that I have ever been uploading to the channel. I remember I one day was just like, all right, I want to do this YouTube thing. So I went on Google Docs and I typed out a bunch of YouTube video ideas that I think about, and I was just like, all right, here's a list of ideas. I'm just gonna pick something, talk about it, move on. Pick something, edit, talk about it, move on. And I was not expecting all of the attention that I got from some of these videos. It was very interesting. Not too much, like, you know, I think all of these videos did like under 1,000 views, but people were still looking at it, liking, commenting. It was an interesting time, and that led me to wanting to make something a little bit more personal. And so I was like, okay, for this video, I want to tell a story. I want to tell a story about my journey from incel to confidence. I think it was interesting to look back on this video because this was during the prime of the red pill bullshit. You know, Andrew Tate, Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, all of these guys were just pushing this crazy rhetoric out to young men who were in a very vulnerable state, and we still are to this day. I wanted to put something out there that was a little bit more positive, something that people could connect to, and I may not solve everyone's problems, no one can, but I wanted to just have something to let people know they're not alone. When that video started to do very well, I was like, wow, I could really do this. Now we get on to the video that I think really started to slowly change my mindset, or how gaming keeps men sane video. When I made this video, I remember I literally saw this clip on Twitter. I did not know at the time that Twitter big meme accounts are just a bunch of the same videos being posted monthly and regurgitated nonsense over and over again. But it was the first time I saw this clip, and I remember thinking, gaming's really important to me. I feel like a lot of people look down on people who game. You know what? I'm gonna make a video about how gaming keeps men sane. And so I scripted it, talked into the mic, edited it, uploaded it, and I went to sleep. And I remember waking up and seeing the views that were on this video. Uh, it had more views than my Incel to Confidence video combined in one night and was still going up. That video did so well, it took me about a third of the watch hours that I needed to have to be monetized. I gained over 200 subscribers, and I did not know how to handle this. I was thinking, holy shit, I didn't even mean for this video to do this well. What happened? And I started thinking, man, I really can do this. I really can make these videos, and I really can grow this channel if I want to. But that's where the problem started. I got way too big-headed. I saw how many views that video got, how many likes it got, how many people were commenting on it, and I slowly started to develop a mindset where I feel like personally I was chasing views, and I was chasing that same high that I felt the morning I woke up and I saw the views that were on that video, instead of waking up satisfied that I kept uploading and being authentically myself. I just kept making videos that would sporadically do well, some that would flop. It was just very weird. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't want to keep making videos anymore. They're not doing well. I feel bad. I could put this time into something that's more productive with my life, like working on my college work, improving my social life, making more friends. I thought that if I was just making these videos and no one cared to watch them, what was the point of uploading it in the first place? I thought that I just wasn't built for making this YouTube channel as much as I thought. But I wanted to keep uploading because I felt like I had to. All of the content creator advice videos told me that you have to be consistent. That's the #1 thing you have to do. And so I just forced myself to keep uploading. And I eventually got to the point to where I wouldn't say that I was fully not passionate about what I was saying, but I felt more like I was just uploading things that I felt like would get views more than things that I wanted to just talk about. And so I just really started to push myself to getting burnt out. All of that pretty much is to sum up and say, I don't really know what voice I want to have on YouTube. I feel like I haven't been able to express myself in the ways that I want. If you haven't noticed, I'm the type of person where I don't like to hyper focus on one thing. I don't like niching down into something. I can niche down to something for a couple of months. Like, don't get me wrong, I can really put in the time, put in the work, and put in the hours into beating Elden Ring. For example, let's look at gaming. I love gaming. I love playing video games. I could probably talk about video games every single day. I just don't care to. I feel like it would get to the point where I'm just making up specific things to talk about a video game and forcing things to say instead of saying something that I truly, authentically am passionate about. It's not just that I don't want to talk about video games every day. It's that there's some days where maybe I want to talk about something political. Maybe there's some days where I just want to rant about how shit Arby's is. I want to talk about no matter how many times I tell my DPS in Overwatch to kill the healers, they refuse to do nothing but unload into the tank. And maybe there's some days where I just want to sit in my room and rant into a camera about how all of my problems could be easily solved, and I know all of the solutions to them, but it's hard to do it. It's hard to make that step to start doing the right things. I enjoy expressing how I feel in the moment. I enjoy expressing what is happening to me in the moment. And the idea of trying to plan something out all the time or plan out some super long in advance content creation strategy, it doesn't feel like me. And that's what really kills me about YouTube. Because I see all of these people making these channels, and I feel like there's a certain script or a certain feel that I have to do in order to grow this channel. And I think no matter what, that will always reign true. A big part of me is just frustrated that I have to niche down because I have to build an audience first. And don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm entitled to anyone watching my videos. I don't think that I'm guaranteed anything in this world, and I do believe that I should have to work to grow this channel. I just wish that I didn't have to feel like I can't express myself the way that I want to, and I have to mold myself to be a certain way in order to grow this channel the right way. Is uploading videos really what I want to do? Am I doing this all just for external validation? Do I want my channel to be super big? Do I want to build a big audience? Would I be happy if my channel had 1 million subscribers and was doing healthy and I had all this money and all these sponsors, but I'm just making content that I'm not happy about or that I feel is slop? These are the questions that I ask myself, and I don't care about money. Okay, let me rephrase that. I do care about money though. Something has got to pay for these Yakuza games, alright? I don't care enough about money for there to be any amount of money in this world that someone could pay me that would take me out of a state where I feel like I am wasting my life. I feel like I am doing something that I am not passionate about, something that doesn't feel authentic to me. That matters to me way more than any dollar amount. And so, that leads me to the channel now. If you have been staying around, which I don't think anyone who was watching my older videos is watching my newer videos, and I don't even know if anyone who's watching these shorts is gonna care to watch this video. So, that's just where this channel is. I enjoy making the videos, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of fun to look at the anime that I am watching and analyze the characters. But if I'm being honest for a second, I don't want to make these videos forever. I would love to make 1 or 2 of these, but analyzing every character in every anime and trying to find some deep meaning for them, man, I don't even think anime writing is that deep. I'll say it right now. I don't think the writers of anime are that deep. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that a writer can write a character that's not deep, but you still interpret them as deep. I think that absolutely can be a possibility. There's a distinction between the two. If I'm being honest, I want to make jokes, man. I don't want to be serious and analyze these characters all the time. Sometimes I want to make jokes about how Yamcha is a womanizer and how he's a terrible fighter and that his pose be putting him in the little spoon position. I want to make jokes about how Violet Evergarden, though it is a great story, that robot was basically groomed by that man. There are some things in life where they're just slop. Slop that exists to feed the masses. Yes, I'm talking about One Piece right now. I'm kidding, it's a joke. I've never watched One Piece. Please don't hate on the video. But this is the type of person that I am. This truly feels authentic to me. And yet, I don't feel I have the ability to talk like this because I don't feel like this channel will grow. And I feel like I'm going to put something out that no one is going to watch. And I always come back to the analogy of if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, did the tree really fall at all? If nobody watches my videos, is there a point of uploading them in the first place? But I think this boils down to the thing that I realized. I realized that I have been looking at this channel for external validation in my thoughts. Because at the end of the day, the algorithm is people. I can sit here and complain that people don't want to watch my videos, or no one cares, or I have to do certain things, but at the end of the day, the algorithm pushes this thing to people. There can be an argument about how the algorithm isn't putting it in front of people, but at the end of the day, people are weird. They enjoy weird things, and we live in an age where the internet is so expansive and there's so many videos and there's so many people trying to make it where people can find whatever niche thing that scratches whatever little electron in their brain that makes them go wee. Like, they can find that. It is possible for you to find a channel that is specifically for you. And I have been looking so much to make something that makes other people feel good instead of making something that I feel good about and letting the people who like it find it. I just want to be myself. I want to upload what I want to upload. I want to upload when I want to upload. I want to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And it probably means that this channel will never grow. Probably means that I'll never find an audience because the algorithm is going to think that these kind of people enjoy my videos when they don't. And it's never going to understand who to send the videos to. And even if there are people who enjoy this, they're gonna click on this video and then go to my channel and see what the fuck is happening. This channel is all over the place. But that's who I am. I'm all over the place, man. In real life, I do so many different things. And I can't sit here and identify my personality to just one specific niche. That doesn't feel like who I am. I have an interest in so many different things. I have so many different opinions. I am a very opinionated person. And I want to be able to talk about it all and not care. And will I ever get over this feeling? I don't know, man. It's a struggle every day. But I think it's important for me to say it and make this video, because if I'm being honest right now, me sitting here and talking into this mic is the most authentic that I have felt speaking into a mic in a while. And so that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but I hope that you can relate to this, whether you're a content creator, whether you're an artist, or whether you're just some random scroller trying to figure out your life. I enjoyed you listening to my very poorly scripted and told story of being a content creator. And I hope some of the jokes made you laugh. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. I don't know what my next video is going to be. I don't know if you're going to enjoy it. But I think the most important thing is that I want to feel what I'm feeling right now, which is happy that I am doing this and not having anxiety over whether or not people will enjoy it. So yeah, that's pretty much it.